Hi student, again we have the same topic polynomials. Look yesterday we have discussed about relationship between our zeros and coefficient of a quadratic polynomial. Then after that we have also verified the relationship between its zeros of cubic polynomial and its coefficient. In our cubic polynomial we have seen that if we have any cubic polynomials is given by ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0, conditioning that a cannot be 0. Then if we have a three zeros, if it's have a three zeros, say alpha, beta and gamma there, then we see that the relationship between these zeros and our coefficients of cubic polynomials is given by the first relationship is what? It's a sum of zeros, means alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a, where b is the coefficient of our x square and a is the coefficient of x cube. Then we have verified our second relationship. It's a sum of zeros taken two at a time, that is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to c by a, where c is the coefficient of x square and a is the coefficient of c is the coefficient of x and a is the coefficient of x cube. Then we have seen our last relationship between the zeros and coefficient is what? It's a product of zeros, means alpha into beta into gamma is given by minus d by a, where d is our constant term and a is again the coefficient of x cube. Now look, we have discussed the mostly there what is the we have defined the polynomials of expression of nth degree. Then we have talking about zeros of the polynomial equation. Then we have discussed about the relationship between the polynomials and its coefficient. Also we have seen its geometrical interpretations of linear polynomials as well as quadratic polynomials, and we have discussed the graph of quadratic polynomials, in which we have seen that any equations of given by ax square plus bx plus c, its graphs of, if our a is positive, then its graphs are in the, yes, it's a parabolic in a concave upward. And if we have ax square plus bx plus c, the coefficient of x square is negative, means a have in the negative terms, then it's a downward parabola, it's concave downward there. Then after discussions of, then in the last topic what we have discussed in the terms of polynomials, it's our what? Yes, it's a division algorithm. It's our division algorithm. Look, you know, all of you are aware that what is our algorithm? It's a finite step to complete the given task there. Then in the all of you are already aware about the algorithm in your basics, that we have know that our dividend is given by divisor into quotient plus remainder. We are well aware about this relationship in your basics when our you have learned about their our division. Basic division terms there, and after division you have to be verify its dividend equal to given by divisor into quotient plus remainder. Now look, how can we here we define our division algorithm in the terms of polynomials. Just suppose we have any function fx and gx. We have any functions fx and gx, where the degree of dx is what? Degree of gx is you can write down, degree of gx is what? Less than or equal to degree of fx. Look, we are going to be define our division algorithm in the with respect to our polynomials relationship fx and gx, in which our degree of this polynomial gx is less than or equal to degree of fx. Then two polynomials qx and rx such that, then we have another two polynomials qx and rx such that our fx is given by what? Gx into qx plus rx. This is our division algorithm in terms of with respect to our polynomial function there. If we have two functions fx and gx, and such that our the degree of gx is less than or equal to degree of fx, then there exist two functions, two polynomials. What we have? We have a resistance is what? It's a fx equal to gx into qx plus rx. This is our division algorithm of polynomials. Look, then we have take one of the example to verify this. To verify this relationship, to verify division algorithm as well as then look, take one of example. Divide we have to be divide it's given divide minus 6x square plus x plus 11x minus 6 by minus 8x plus 27 plus x square. Divide minus 6x square plus x cube plus 11x minus 6 by minus 8x plus 27 plus x square, and then we have here what we have? We have to verify the division algorithm here. We have to verify division algorithm here. Then look, first of all, when we are going to divide, we have to divide this by. Then before we are going to divide these things, we have to be arranged in the polynomials in which order? Yes, we have to be put it's in our descending order there. We start with first of all we are going to be write down our division as like x square minus 8x plus 27. Again we are going to put our dividend in descending order. We start with x cube, then minus 6x square, then take 11x, and last one our constant. Now we are going to be divided by this is our gx, this is our fx, gx divided by fx. So how can we divide? Again, take the first term of dividend and the first term of our divisor in the rough portion, x cube by x square. What we get? We get x. Write down here x into x, we get x cube, x into minus 8x, we get minus 8x square plus 27x. Now what we do in division? In normal division we are multiplying, then we are going to subtract it. Then again here we are going to use subtraction, minus plus, changing all signs. Then our this x cube are cancelled to each other. Here what we get? Minus 6 plus 8. Yes, we get 2x square. Minus 27 minus 11 plus 11. What we have? It's a minus 16x and carry this minus 6. Now look, what we have? 2x square minus 16 and minus 6. Look up. Now we are going to take in rough portion 2x square, and our again the first term of our divider is x square, and we get 2. Take here plus 2. Now 2 into x square. It's a 2x square. Then minus 16x plus 54. Now again changing the signs of the terms. Now this is cancelled to our, now what we have? Minus 16 plus 16. Again it's cancelled to each other. Here we get minus 16. Now look, you have a knowledge of our Euclid division lemma. Also we have seen that also in division method. We know that we can not further, because look, our division is not further go to solve it, because look, its degree. What is the degree of this minus 60? The degree of minus 60 is what? Yes. What is its degree? If I write that minus 60 into x to the power 2. Yes. What is its degree? Its degree is 0. Now degree of remainder is, this is our remainder. Degree of our remainder is less than our degree of our divisor, then we cannot further solve it. We cannot further solve it. Now it's, now what we have? We have our, this is divisor, this is cosine, this is division, and this is our remainder. Now it's our complete division. Now we have to verify our division algorithm for given example. Then what is our division algorithm? Yes, it's given by dividend. Our dividend is all should be equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Then we have now we are going to solve this divisor into quotient plus remainder, and it's what we have to do. We have to be so that it's our after solving this are equal to the x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6. Then we have verified our division algorithm. Then look, multiply with x, what we get? X cube minus 8x square plus 27x plus 2x square minus 16x plus 54 minus 60 plus minus minus 60. Now we have x cube, here we have minus plus 2 minus 6x square plus 27x plus 11x and 54 minus 60 minus 60. What is this? This is equal to our dividend. This is equal to our dividend. We start with divided. What is this? This is our quotient, and plus what is? It's our remainder. We start with divisor into quotient plus remainder. We get our dividend. This is our division algorithm of polynomial. Then look again now. What is the problem? We have given that we have to be divide minus 6x square plus x cube plus 11x minus 6 by minus 8x plus 27x plus x square. Then we have here we have verified our division algorithm. We have to verify division algorithm also there. Then first of all, we take our divisor, we take our dividend, and forms it in the descending order of the degree of variables there. After formation of after making it all the terms in a descending order, then we start with our division. How can we divide? Take the first terms of our dividend and take the first term of the quotient and divide it. We get x. Then we take in our first terms of quotient is x, multiply by this x all terms. Then changing the sign of this terms, we get 2x square minus 16x minus 6. Again we take 2x square. Of divisor. After solving we get 2, take here plus 2, multiply with plus 2 all these terms, we get 2x square minus 16x plus 54. Again changing the signs of this because we have, then after that we have to substitute this in substitution. All the signs of terms are variables are changes there. Then we have a minus 2x square plus 16x minus 54, we get minus 60 here. Then now after complete division we have to be verified our division algorithm. Then we take divisor into quotient plus remainder, multiply this, and after solving we see that the multiplication of our divisor into quotient plus remainder is given by is equal to our dividend. This is our division algorithm. I hope so all of you are understanding, and please practice, take some examples with your NCERT textbooks, and please practice. First of all, go to divide, and again then verify division algorithm. So look since we have discussed about our polynomial topic there, and we are talking about so many of solutions there. Then look, whenever we have given any biquadratic polynomial there, then how can we solve it? We have given any biquadratic polynomials, and two of the then obviously there are at most 4 zeros, and 2 of them zeros are given there. Then how can we get other zeros there? In such types of problem, how can we solve this types of problem? Then I'll look at one example that we have given the obtain all the zeros of, we have obtain all the zeros of x to power 4 plus 5x cube minus 2x square minus 40x minus 40x minus 28. So we have to obtain all zeros here. X to power 4 plus 5x cube minus 2x square minus 40x minus 48. Now look, we have to be obtain all the zeros, and if 2 of its zeros are given, 2 zeros are given, if 2 minus 2 root 2. Look, we have one of biquadratic polynomial there. Sorry, it's a biquadratic polynomial there. Then we have to give it 2 zeros given there. Then we have to find out another 2 zeros there. Then look, we have given 2 zeros, means we have given x equal to 2 root 2. X minus 2 root 2 plus 2 root 2 are factors of, we take this polynomial as a px, we take this polynomial as a px. If we have a given, please go back to your class 9 concept. If x equal to alpha, all of you are studying about it in class 9. If we have x equal to alpha or x equal to beta are zeros of the polynomial, then this implies x minus alpha and x minus beta are what? These are factors of a respective polynomial there. Then again using the basic concept of class 9, if these are zeros, then x minus 2 root 2 and x plus 2 root 2, these are the factors of polynomial. If we have n is factor, then their product is also factor there. So multiplication of this x minus 2 root 2 into x plus 2 root 2, what is also factor of our px. And solve it. It's a minus b plus b. What we have x square minus 2 2 4 4 2 8. X square minus 8 is a factor of px. Now we get a factor is x square minus 8 is a factor of px. It is a factor of this polynomial and it's completely divided. Then we are going to, again, what we are going to applying here now? What is the meaning of factor there? The meaning of factor is that whenever we are going to divide by the term, if it's factor, then we are going to divide this px, then our what is? Our remainder should be 0 there. Whenever our remainder is 0, then what is our division algorithm? Yes, then our division algorithm is what? It's a dividend is given by, is equal to given by divided into quotient, and there is not a plus remainder because our remainder is 0 there. Then again, look, first of all we are going to divide, since we have our x square minus 8 is a factor there. Then take x square minus 8, and what is our dividend? Our polynomial is what? X to power 4 plus 5x cube minus 2x square minus 40x minus 48. Now look, we take x square, then what we have? We have x to power 4 minus 8. Look, first of all, when we are going to solve this, then we have to see that when look when you are going to multiply with this 8, and this is x cube, make a gap there and write down with our in families there, in like terms there. We have it's a like to be x square, and we write down here minus 8x square. Now minus and this is plus, we have to change the signs. This is cancelled to each other. Then 5x square our carried out here. This is plus 8, this is minus 2, we have plus 6x square. Now carried out minus 40x and minus 48. Now look, we have 5x square, and again 5x square divided by x square. What do we get? We get plus 5, and so 5x square. Maybe we have done any mistakes, silly mistakes there, because we have a 5x square, and look, one of the silly mistakes is that we have an x cube, then we have right here x square, it's a 5x cube, then we have take here 5x, yes, now 5x cube and minus 40, 5 into 8 minus 40x, change the sign. Now 6x square, this is plus 40 minus 48. Now divide by x square, we get 6. take plus 6 here, 6x square minus 48. What we have, it's x square minus 8 is a factor of the given polynomial. Now we get our quotient, we get our two zeros, then we apply our division algorithm. When we are going to applying our division algorithm, the product of our cosine and divisor should be equal to this. Then we take x square plus 5x minus 6 into x square minus 8 equal to our polynomial px there. From here we get our two zeros is what is 2 root 2 and 2 root minus 2 root 2. And from this quadratic equation we have also find factorize it. We can find out our another two zeros there. Then what we get the factors of 6 such that its subtraction is equal to 5. And what is this? It's a yes, it's our what? Plus 3 and we take it's a middle term splitting in the what? Plus 3, 3 to 6, then plus 3 and 2. Then we get minus here. So look, we get a difference of here sign difference. The factors of 6 such that its difference is 5. Then what it's our 6 and 1. Then what we get? We factorize it. We get factors x plus 6 and x minus 1. Here we have x square minus a is equal to polynomial px. Now look, from here when x plus 6 is 0, then x equal to minus 6. When x minus 1 equal to 0, then x equal to y, x equal to 1. These are our two zeros of the given polynomial. These are our two zeros of the given polynomial. What is it? It's x equal to 6 and x equal to, if we have not done any mistake there, then look again, we have done a mistake. It's a plus 6. Then again all zeros are maybe changeable there. We have done a silly mistake there, mistake of a sign. Then 6, the factor of 6, its sum is equal to 5. And x plus 2, 3, 2 into 6, 3 plus 2, 5. Yes, when our x plus 3 is 0, then x equal to minus 3. Whenever our x plus 2 is 0, then x equal to minus 2. You can also verify your answer by putting the values of x equal to minus 3 and x equal to minus 2 here. Then we get our remainder is what? 0 there. Then you can also check your answer. If there is any mistake there, then you can also verify the answer. And what is the zeros of polynomial? It's a minus 3, minus 2 and 2 root 2 and minus 2 root 2. These are our zeros of the polynomial. Square minus 40x minus 48. Look again, we have take one of the revision. That's we have given a polynomial. We have given it two zeros are 2 root 2 and minus 2 root 2. Then we have to find out its other two zeros. Then what do we do? First of all, what we do? Since x equal to 2 root 2 and x equal to minus 2 root 2 are two zeros, then x minus 2 root 2 and x plus 2 root 2 are factors of the given polynomial. If our factor is 2, then suppose it's a 2 and 3. If any numbers are there, these factors are 2 and 3, then the product of 2 into 3, 6. 6 is also a factor of the given number. Then again, if these are factors, then their product is also a factor. Then we simplify this, it's a minus b, a plus b, then we have a square minus b square. Then we get x square minus 8. Now x square minus 8 is a factor of our polynomials. If it is a factor, then our remainder should be 0. Then we are going to divide by this our polynomial this by x square minus 8. After division, we get what? Our quotient is what? X square plus 5x plus 6. By division algorithm, what we have? X square plus 5x plus 6 into x square minus 8 equal to our polynomial. From here, we get our two zeros, 2 root 2 and minus 2 2. And we are going to factorize it. Then we get x plus 3, x plus 2 into x square minus 8 equal to px. When these are zeros, then x equal to minus 3. When this is 0, then x equal to minus 2. Then we get all the zeros of the polynomial px is what? X equal to minus 3, x equal to minus 2, x equal to 2 root 2 and x equal to minus 2 root 2. These are our zeros of a given polynomial. Now take one another example to get zeros problem. Again we take a biquadratic polynomial. Again we have two zeros here and we are going to find out other two zeros. Look again. What we have? If we have two zeros of the polynomial, we have given a polynomial x to the power 4 minus 6x2. We have given polynomial x to the power 4 minus 6x cube minus 26x square plus 138x minus 35 are, now look, it's 2 plus minus root 3, find the other zeros. It's given, its two zeros are 2 plus minus root 3. We have to find other zeros. Now look, what we have given there, we have given a polynomial x to the power 4 minus 6x cube minus 26x square plus 138x minus 35. We have polynomial, again we check the signs, x to the power 4 minus 6x cube minus 26x square plus 138x x to the power 4 minus 6x cube minus 26x square plus 138x minus 35, and its zeros are, look again one of the concept that whenever we have a zeros a plus root b, then there is also a alpha minus root b. Look, then we have two zeros, it's what the type of 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root 3. It's a biquadratic, then we have other two zeros are there. Then again we have given x equal to 2 plus root 3 and x equal to 2 minus root 3 are zeros. We take it's a polynomial our px. This implies x minus 2 minus root 3 and x minus root 3. Write down here, and are factors of our px. Then take the multiplication of this is factor of px, then we take px minus 2 a minus b, a plus b, then this implies x minus 2 whole square minus root 3 whole square is a factor of px. We are going to simplify and we get x square minus 3 is a factor of px. Then this implies x square minus 4x plus 1 is a factor of our px. Now look, further I am not going to simplify. What do you have to do? We have solved that x square minus 4x plus 1. Now look, we get it's a factor. Now what do you have to do? Just go to divide this polynomial x to the power 4 minus 6x cube minus 26x square plus 138 x 135. Divide this polynomial by x square minus 4x plus 1. Quotient value factorize करेंगे तो other two zeros मिलेगा. You have to divide by x square minus 4x plus 1. Then you get what we get. You get remainder is 0 there. You get what is when you are going to verify your division algorithm, you get dividend equal to given by divisor into quotient. Take the format, and then after that you factorize the quotient, and when you are going to factorize our quotient, then you get other two zeros from there. Then we have two zeros is 2 plus minus root 3, and we get other two zeros. These are the steps to solve biquadratic polynomials when we have given two zeros there, and we have to find out other two zeros there. This is the way to solve to get the other two zeros. I hope so all of you understand that. Please practice the problems which I have discussed to you in the today class, and If there is any doubts, if there is any if you have any questions in your mind, then please ask me in online classes there. Thanks to all.